Hey everybody, it's Gail, and I thought it would be fun for December to try and participate in Vlogmas, which, if you don't know, Vlogmas is a thing that YouTubers do every year, some of them, that you try and like put out holiday related content during December, and some people actually do like the full 25 days, which is nuts, personally, personal opinion. But I thought it would just be fun as I'm working on gifts for the holidays to just start making videos about them as I finish them so that you can see what I'm up to. Or was up to, I guess, since I'm coming to you from the past. Anyway, so what I'm about to show you is a gift I made for a friend's child, which was very exciting. And it's got a couple of components. So first, there's this little egg. This is blush pink. And in the egg, there is a tiny little chicken friend. I'm going to pop out the tiny little chicken friend. Look at that. I love them. And if you're thinking to yourself, well, if you've got baby chicks, there must be a mama chick. You are, in fact, correct. Here is the mama chick. So baby chick, mama chick, and egg, uh, were designed by Jocelyn Elizabeth, who is the person behind Oak and Marrow website, which is it looks like it's, a fun crochet blog and website, what have you. And what happened was one of my very best friends got a hold of me and was like, hey, I found this video of like this cute little chicken thing, and it's got like a spot for the eggs to come out of. It would be a perfect Christmas gift for my youngest. Could you make it? And I was like, oh shit, yeah, I'll make that. Like, chicken friend. I love a chicken friend. But also, just nice to be reached out to take part in making gifts for someone. And this is a friend who pays me, so even better. And so the way that this works, all of the pieces, all of the major pieces, so the body, the shell, the whole mama chicken, they are made of Brene blanket with an 8mm hook, and then you can use either more super bulky yarn to do the eyes and the beak, or in my case, I doubled over some worsted weight for those. None of them look exactly the same. People who make stuffed animals and like embroider on the eyes and stuff and can make them consistent, you're wizards. That's just what it is. You're wizards. And then there's also instructions in the pattern to use safety eyes if you'd rather do that. So if that's your preferred, you've got that. And it's important to note that this pattern is actually technically 3 patterns. So there is the original mama chicken, and that one does not have the egg pouch. And then that pattern originally came with the baby chicken. And then what happened was Jocelyn Elizabeth seems to have put out the egg as its own pattern, and then did a mod that is on the Oak and Marrow website for free to add the egg pouch. And also in that mod there is instructions for slightly smaller chicks and slightly smaller eggs, but it is not the hinged egg. It is just like a regular egg. So I didn't realize when I started making it that the pouch is meant to hold like those eggs that are made on the slightly smaller hook, which is a 7mm. And also it was really fun to make these little shells. So I have 3 of these little guys, and only 2 of them fit comfortably in here. I can get all 3 in here, but it's a bit of a squeeze. But also I figure, kids got smaller hands than I do. Maybe they can get all 3 in there, but gonna just put the eggs in the chicken. That's a weird sentence. So I really like this pattern. It's very well explained. It's very well laid out. Lots of photographs, which is nice. And what I'm going to do for linking purposes is I will link you to the Oak and Marrow post about adding the egg pocket, and you can see she's full up, and I still have 1 egg left, but that's all right. Like I said, I can get it in there, but it's a real squeeze, and I want the kid to be able to play with it the moment it comes out of the box, so I don't want it to be like an, oh god, I can't get my hand in there. And so I'm going to link to the Oak and Marrow website, which it's the mod part of the pattern to add the pocket, and that will have a link to the original pattern, and then I will also add a link so that, let me put her down there, you can make this particular egg, and this chicken is upside down. There we go. Sorry about that, buddy. And this little floof on top of the baby chicks is made with faux fur yarn, which I did not know had made a comeback. I'm having fun fur flashbacks, although this feels much nicer. This is Yarn Art Mink, and you literally only need like maybe 2 feet of it. But I had to buy a whole skein because I don't keep, I don't have novelty yarns sort of on tap. They're not something I work with a lot. But that was okay because also the mama chick and the baby chicks all together use up about, I would say, 2/3 to 3/4 of a skein of Brene blanket. This is the only part that is a different color for the chicken. And so what I ended up doing was just buying enough yarn to like make a blanket with what's going to be left over from the project. But then with the adorable pink eggs, I had a lot left over even after making the chunks of the blanket that I decided to make with the leftovers. So I made a nest. And I made this nest using that pale pink and then also the leftover mink, so it's nice and soft. I used a little bit of fabric stiffener on the bottom just to give it a slightly better base. But intentionally, I left it as soft as I could because it does feel really nice. And so Mama can hang out in the nest, but also this chicken is determined to be upside down. Look at that. But also Baby can hang out in the nest. And there you go. Yeah, so this was just worked on an 8mm hook. I used the mink every other row, and I just worked it on increases of 6 until it was big enough to comfortably fit one fat chicken. And then I just worked it up till I ran out of yarn. So nice and simple there. Yeah, so that is the chickens. I cannot get it. This floof is so perfect. It really is. This was, like I said, this is a Vlogmas, so this was for a friend of mine, her kid. Very, very, I don't make a lot of kid stuff, so it's fun. And I don't usually work with Brene blanket. It's not a yarn I tend to go for, so that was also fun. And like having this other project that will also likely become a gift, and so you will see it as part of Vlogmas is fun. It's still in progress. It's weird to film this early for something that's coming out in 6 months. Like, the verbiage is weird. Anyway, chickens. Links are in the basement. Like I said, the pattern was great. I think, if you're looking for a little fun project with some Brene blanket yarn that isn't a blanket, or there's like 4 things people always make out of Brene blanket, but blankets and sundries. This is a good one. This is really fun and it's soft. I did overstuff my chicks a little bit. I will mention that. That's why the eggs aren't closing properly. The baby chicks came out a little fat, but I mean, why not? They're cute. All right. If you enjoy what I do here, please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, all of that fun stuff. And I will see you when I see you.